Hi everybody and welcome to the Messy Desk. I went live a couple times and had technical difficulties and then company. So I have added a little bit of stuff to this journal. So on the front envelope I have added some of the fairy book. So I have this little fairy book that I'm using. Remember, I'm trying to use up things, and this is a fairy book. The fairies that live with Tinkerbell. It's just one of those storybooks. And so I have those words behind, and then I'm adding napkin on top. And I'm just using the bottom part of my mono liquid glue, and I thought I would go ahead and turn on the camera so you could see. So I have added this one here. I have some plastic over it so it doesn't stick to the page next to it. And now I'm just adding it to some pages. So I had this piece and I added it to a page, so I'll be able to make tags or other things with it. And so I'm just waiting for that to dry and checking it so that it doesn't buckle. So I have this piece here. And again, I can use this for embellishments. So I'm going to go ahead and I like to use the bottom of this because you can get a coating really fast. Go. And then the bottom's over here. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and lay this on. I really want the rose parts for sure. So, because that's what I'll probably end up using. And then I'm just going to go ahead and come out the sides. Now be careful, because if you get glue on and come back on to the napkin, you could tear it. So very, very simple. That's what I'm doing there. And then you saw I had one. I ripped the napkin and then I put it on the ledger paper just for another little thing. So so this I was using, I won these. This is it Zoe? I need to tell you more about that, but it's about a program for sex trafficking and helping the people that are brought out of it here. And I was introduced to it at a meeting that I went to, and so yeah, I do want to tell you more about that. I need to have my papers though. Here's another napkin. Again, I don't want to waste anything, so we're just going to go and grab another one of the book pages, and we will grab the one that we're using the bottom of, and go ahead and do this, and we'll put all of it on here. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do it this way. See, I knew that we were going to have an issue there. Okay, so just putting it down and then going down and making sure that the edge is attached to the... Okay, so it's not really protected on the top, but it's worked really well in the items that I've done for myself, so I think it'll be okay. Then we have this piece. I mean, might as well use it up, right? That's the way I look at it. Okay, so we're not quite all the way to the top. We can go back in, add a little more glue so that we are going all the way off the top. So this one's kind of will be different. It's just the edges. Of course, you know, it would have been kind of cool to just put some on some of these things, but I didn't think of that. So I have a whole napkin. I have these were scraps, and I have this here, and this, and I have this also. So have a whole bunch. The whole napkin is done, and then of course I have the images that I put into the journal as well. So let's see. So next I thought we could go ahead and take this, and I thought maybe, well, first we need to back this onto something. So I have this. So let's see, how much should we back? Let's go with, well, you know what? We'll do them a piece at a time. I'm going to put him or her, the little fairy, on here. And I think the poppy fairy. Okay. And I'm now calling this one the Aster Fairy. Okay, and we're going to back those first of all, and then we'll come back in and fussy cut them, and they are going to become little charms that we'll be able to put throughout this book. So to back them, I'm just again going to go ahead and do this. Come in, and this is just a scrap piece of cardstock that I had sitting on my desk. Okay. Go ahead and okay, so we're going to let that dry. We're going to do the same thing with a couple of butterflies. We'll take this one and the yellow one. And how about this blue one? They're the ones that I know that I used when I was making this kit. So we're going to go ahead and come down and add some more blue. Okay, so just blue and a yellow one. So in case you're wondering what you can do with your the ephemera, of course you can cut all of these out and use them in various ways. While that is drying, and we're going to keep checking to make sure they're not coming up. You know, I have a blue ticket. We are going to make, that's not big enough. Cat just came in and sat behind me. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and make one of our little flat paper clips. And so we have the fabric tag. It's been upside down, but it, as usual, it's needs some cleaning out. Okay. So I already did this part of the video and it did not record. So I'm slowly getting things off of my computer and my phone to get things back to normal. I have too much information on them. Okay, so let's see. Might be time to open the new one, huh? Well, we have a new one. I think I used it once. Nope, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, look at there. Look at that. Yes. I was really trying to use up the other one. I'm going to make a point of closing it. Okay, so I have this paper clip. I'm going to go ahead and cut off where it says container. And then let's see. Do I have... Well, I have this rose. I've already made, whoa. I've already made one little ticket. So we're going to make our one little ticket paper clip. So we've done the large size side on the back. And I think we'll use the rose this time. So we have the rose image here. And we're going to go ahead and put it so that you can still see the numbers, because I think that will be kind of cool to still see the numbers. So I did quite a bit on the video that was lost. So I will be redoing it and showing you some of the stuff that I did make. So we have that. Now, let's see. Looking to see, I thought we still had a couple of pieces of the napkin. Maybe not. Aha, there it is. we're getting very, very low on the napkin, but there's a little bit of napkin. And we can go ahead and just add it down there. Say hello to Midnight. She wants to help. It's funny, she heard me talking, so she came in. I expect a visit from Chip at any time. As well. Okay, so I'm just going to collage on this. So you see this one here, I did the little Pansy or Johnny Jump Up fairy with a flutter and some bling. So this one we've used the rose, and I think we should go ahead and add a butterfly. We'll go for this one in the center in there because it's small. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. First, I'm just going to get it out of the middle of the place here. So there, now we'll fussy cut this little butterfly. Going all around. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Add just a little bit of glue to the fold. And we'll put it down here where on the flower down here. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to press it down, and that will help adhere it there. Then we're going to grab some of our gold bling and do the dot 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 thing, because that's how I like to do it. The dot dot dot, etc., and then some. And then we're just going to put some on this one. We'll put it up at the top. So that'll give us 2 of those paper clips. Again, I made one of them on the video earlier. They got lost. Okay, we'll put them up there so we don't lose them. Let's see. You gotta check each little, when you start working with the little stuff, you gotta check all your little scraps before you throw them away. So, next, I had taken one of the, from the card. So, let's see. So here's one of the tags from the card. And I went ahead and I added glossy accents. So let's see if we can do something with that. Don't leave a pin in your glossy accents to try and keep it, unless it's one that will not rust. So I went ahead and I just added some glossy accents. I had done that to this one, and so it made the butterfly shiny, which I thought was kind of fun. So that was the other thing that I had done yesterday. And let's see. Oh, we've got this. We don't want to lose that. Just cut it off and put it up there with those. Okay, so the other thing, we did another ticket just by itself, a ticket to make a tag, and we used the cornflower fairy and some of the napkin and then a butterfly. And I didn't add any bling to that because it's going to be a tag. So, so we did make that. The other thing I made was this, can be either a pocket or a belly band. And so it has the napkin and then the little lily of the valley fairy and one of the butterflies. So, and then I've left it so that it's open and it can have, you know, it'll be able to hold something in it. Okay, so next, the other thing I had done was I did get to make one of the charms. So remember, we had glued backings here, and I'll go ahead and put that up. So we had glued the backing. So I have, that one has its eyelet. We're going to go ahead and put an eyelet right here above our little bicycle rose fairy. Okay, so I've put the eyelet in, and now I'm going to come and set it. So I used the small hole punch because I had a small there we go. So just above where the angel, or the fairy is, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to fussy cut around the image. Let's go ahead and get that off. So I'm just going to make some little charms. If you watched the videos of the Light the Way journal, I made lantern charms. So it's the same idea, but this time I have these little tiny fairies, and I'm going to turn them into charms that we can use in our journal. Okay, so there's one. And then we have the Aster fairy and her little butterfly up here. I'm going to go around her wings. Okay, and you can decide how close you want to be. Backing these is really important because you do want thick, you know, to be thicker. Okay, and again around the, up and around the eyelet. Okay, so we have those little charms, and then we can get rid of that. So this was our poppy fairy. So we'll have a poppy fairy charm, and then we'll have these. And we're going to use the glossy accents, and we're going to just fill in our, on top of our angel. Okay, we'll fill this one in too. So those will be, we'll have a couple more charms. And I'm going to put them over here so that they can dry. They're going to be out of the way of where I'm working. Because otherwise they could get compromised. Okay. So we have the charms, we have the belly band, we have that. So let's go ahead and look at what we have. I had put the napkin on the front page here, as well as on the ledger paper, and they have dried. I have added this here and made it into a pocket. Okay, so now we're going to be able to have, well, this will be a cute little tag, and it could come and go right in there. And we have, this should be a tuck. I'll have to come in with the it glued itself together. I hate when that happens. But it does happen sometimes. So we do have this little tiny tuck spot. I think it's kind of fun, little tiny tuck spot. And this. Then I also made this, and this is some wrapping paper that I have. So I have this one, and I have this one to go in. And I've had people ask me, where do you get your papers? I am always looking. So people give me stuff. I get a lot of my papers when people are, you know, cleaning out, Marie Kondoing their house. I get papers. I get a lot of papers from shopping at like Goodwill, other thrift stores, and also yard sales. And then, you know, a little while ago I did put it out there, and I told people, you know, this is what I'm looking for. I am looking for old calendars, wrapping paper that have pretty images, things that look old, books. And so now people give me stuff, and then if it's not something I'm going to use, then I can go ahead and get rid of it. So I have this, these papers that I got, I think like CVS, maybe Dollar General. And so I'm going to cut off the part that is the sticky. Oh, I may come back and cut off more of it, but get that off of there. I'm going to attach this to the wrong side. So where it's a little lighter, we'll use the darker side on the other side. And then I did go ahead, and when I put this down, I left one side open, because that's what I do. This time I'm going to leave okay, where's the violet? There it is. So it says violet on it, so I want to make sure that I have it in the right orientation. Okay. So now get that shadow. Okay. And I've had people ask about if the glue buckles on wrapping paper. Yes, it does. You can see that, but if you keep, you know, pressing it down, you'll have less buckling and wrinkling. This is going to be a really lightweight little card, but I think it will be, I think they'll be fun to have in here. Go ahead and cut that off. So that gives me 3 of those. Now I'm still haven't decided. I probably should just go ahead and go with, now I'm thinking of washi tape because I haven't chosen my washi tape. I thought I had a washi up here, the one with the bird on it, because it had, it was very, I thought it was going to be a good one for it. Okay, well, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I thought the colors would be good for this journal, and the fact that the items on it looked real, not drawn. So we'll do that. And then I have already used this little black and white in a couple of places. And I think we have the other side. Well, we still have some of these. So let's go ahead and use one of these. I mean, this is very similar to what I did on the last couple of journals, but I'm okay with that. I want to get things used up. So we're just gonna we'll make these all similar. Just like that. Okay. So we have those 3 taken care of and ready to go somewhere in here. And then the other thing that we can do is come in and see if, remember we still have this that we're going to add, this signature that we're going to add in later. So I'm going to come over to this little page and give it a little bit of the washi. I have stamps that I'm going to be able to use here, and which I think is exciting. We're going to put this right on this edge. Oh, these sleeves on this sweater catch on things. Okay. can do the same thing that we've done on those other ones on a couple of these pages. Then I have this whole other side of this that we can use as well. But you can come up with a, you know, a theme that you like. And then that, I mean, it's like, I'm loving the black and white. I'm going to the outside of this one. That'll give me some washi tape here to, if I put a charm coming off that, it'll give me a little bit more strength, I think. Okay. So we just did a few of the, let's do one more. Put it back up here so we don't lose it. Put the bird. Oh, we can do a couple bird like here, top to bottom. I say bird. You see that there's a little bird on here with crown. I like washi tape on the edge of paper because it also gives it strength. So there's that. Maybe come and do this one too. And that gives us decoration, yet we can still draw or write on that page. Plenty of room still for writing on that page. Okay, so we have a couple of pages with the bird already on it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put that up there. We check the goodie. We're still filming. Yay. So these can go into envelopes, and so this one I'm going to want it to go into an envelope that has an opening on this side like this. Okay, so you can actually see what we've got going on there. And then these will probably want to go in an envelope that comes from the other direction, or could go into this big one here. So I am going to open this up more, this pocket. I'm going to go straight across here, and that will open my pocket up. Okay. And pull those flaps out. It's kind of fun when the envelope is a homemade envelope and it is double-sided paper. Okay, so that's going to give us this little opening that we can put this in. I think we'll go ahead and grab some of this paper and cover that edge. we're just going to do the fold. And I'm going to use my cutter. Line it up with the fold. Go like that. Okay. We can come in. Oh. I wonder where my smaller one is. Okay, so this is going to give us a side border right there. And we will go, there, are we all the, yeah, we'll be on it. Okay, so we'll go all the way around. Right up to the edge here, so that to make sure that we're on the top of this fold. Okay, I did not leave an extra pocket on this one this time, but that can go inside there. This is going to be the other part of our pocket. There we go. Okay, so now we have space down here. Oh, you know what? We could. That fit? Oh, I just stuck my finger in that. Have a little glossy accents there, Julie. Too big. Over here and see what else we have. We have these happening that we can put. Whoa. These have a little hole in the top of them. So we can make a little collage here. Attach a little charm. Around this card. Might be kind of fun just to be a little different. Okay. So we still have the daisy and the rose. I like this though. I like this just like that. I really, really do. what I can do here is put one of the paper clips, and then we can put something inside of here. So we should probably go ahead and we don't always, well, you know what, I kind of like this, well, it's like, okay. I should have measured this. So it's going to be a little bit bigger pocket than the other one that I did. And down. Okay, what else do we have? A lot of pages in here. Okay, we have, oh no, we have the white. And the purple. I like that. I think we'll fussy cut that. So this was a note paper from Tuesday morning. Really fun. It comes with a really pretty pen when you buy it, and we're gonna fussy cut our flower. Okay. We can use the bottom of this. Clean it off. And I like this. I think this will, I mean, it does go along with the theme. And then we do have, so where else do we have? Put the purple one here. So let's put some, we'll use the Zoe paper. There. So we have a purple one also. This was the front page where the pen was taped, so this is a good way to be able to use this page up. So you don't have to always use things as they are intended. It doesn't have to be a note paper. It can get cut out, and now it will be a beautiful image. On a page. Okay. Now I'm going to fake this out and get myself a leaf out of it. Okay, instead of going flat like the edge was, I just made it a smaller leaf. Okay, so, and I'm going to do this again, going into the center of the leaf and then come back out. Okay, so let's see. So you see how it was flat here. I've cut it to make it look like a leaf. Those little things will, they can make a difference on how to me, they make a difference on how something looks. Okay, background paper again. This way I can go all the way to the edge. Because when you're putting copy paper on, or like a lightweight paper, it will like attach itself so well, it sometimes will even look like it is part of the paper, and that's the effect that I'm looking for here. So that gives us another image, and we'll just put this plastic so we can still continue to work. Now on the purple paper we have this great piece of paper, actually this is from the white one, that will be able to be something. It could even be a tuck spot. I'm looking at it going, oh my gosh, I think we can make that a tuck spot. So let's see how wide it is. It goes right to that mark there. So if we come to that mark, not quite. So let's go to, we can go to that mark, just under the 8, and I want a square. Okay. And I want this to be the corner, so I'm going to go edge to edge like this. There we go. And now we have a tuck spot. And I think I'm going to put that on this other, well, it would go nicely there. I like that there, I think, because it still kind of goes with the poppy fairy. Poppy fairy. Poppy Fairy. We have, what did we have? Cassie Chrysanthemum? Or Cassie the Cornflower. Okay, so this will give us a tuck spot. And just put just a little piece of the black and white on here. Maybe, there it is. So my husband's surgery is scheduled for Thursday. Jeez, I'm like February with its short amount of days already, and then I kept thinking his surgery was Friday, but it's Thursday. Okay, so we have that. Now we could go ahead and put this on here since that is part of our theme. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It needs to be there. That'll be fine. Okay, make sure we're adhered. Okay, so that will give us a tuck spot there. This is going to be our other signature. We have our cute little charm, a purple flower, and our white flower. Okay, so now we need to add here something. And this way we would still have our go. Just cutting this paper down to fit onto this little edge here. But I want it to go this way. And then I'm thinking that we can use the washi tape over on this side. Yeah, I like it. Okay, and I'm going to put this all the way down, but I know over on this side, the way we're going to have to do that is come in like this, out, down, okay, and on this side, for the other three, we can go ahead and just glue it down. And then I'll put a little bit in the center. Whoop. And this page is already kind of crinkly because of the napkin from behind. Okay, so we do have, I think that'll be too big, but we can go with this. Down this edge. We are using this throughout, so I think I'll like it. Okay. So we open it up and we'll be right here. Okay, so that gives us a pocket. And remember this, we are going to put this into a card cover. So this is actually our first page. And let's see, so this will fit. And I'm going to take a few of them. Okay. And then what do we have that we could have be the top. Like that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so we have our little note paper, and we're going to put it, it'll be right in here. Added these flowers, and we will come back and work on this some more. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them down below. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. Thank you for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.